Hi everyone, it's Kevin here. I'm just going to do a wee video and talk to you about one of our jobs from today. We had a busy day, but it's just the one job I was wanting to talk to you about that I actually did a wee post on Instagram and shared it to my Facebook page as well. It's about a job that we did in Newton Arts today. So Davey, our client, had contacted me a few weeks ago, going off his head basically because they had Sky Q system installed, one main Sky Q box installed in the living room, which was in the ground floor, and they had a Sky mini box that was installed on the, it was like a basement floor where they had like a wee sitting room snug area, and they had a TV down there. But when they were down there in the evening, they had no Wi-Fi signal at all coming from the BT router, which was at the front of the house in the living room upstairs. And because obviously if the BT Wi-Fi wasn't stretching downstairs, then the Wi-Fi system for the Sky Q wasn't stretching down to run the Sky Mini box downstairs. So they had tried everything. They had power line adapters, they had Wi-Fi extenders, they had BT discs, they had Sky access points. They had tried everything, but they were still banging their heads against the wall because when they went down in the evening to sit, the Sky Q box just couldn't be relied upon. It was really intermittent, but it was more bad than good. So there's nothing worse if you've had a busy day and you're going down to watch maybe a couple of hours of telly before bed, and then it's cutting out, or it's not loading, it's not playing catch up, or it's sitting buffering. So the saving grace in the situation today was it was a new build home, and the builders had put a load of telephone points in nearly every room, because that's what people need, isn't it? Telephone points in every room. Uh, so, but the good thing was that the telephone points had all been wired with Cat 5e network cabling. So, when I was there doing the survey a couple of weeks ago, I opened up some of the sockets and I realised that that's the way it had been done. So, I don't know if you know much about when it comes to like telecoms wiring and things, but with telephone wiring, it's wired in a formation called daisy chain. So you run one cable from the first master socket, and then you can go to the second one and the third one, and they just daisy chain, but the main cable is just one to the first one. And say you've got four, so you one cable to the first one, then you look to the second, you look to the third, and then the fourth is end of line, and then so that's the end of line. But network cabling doesn't work like that, so you need to wire network cabling in parallel, which means it has to have one individual cable going to each one of those four sockets. So instead of running one cable and looping through the rest of the sockets, you have to run an individual cable to each point there. So with the telecoms wire, even though it was wired with Cat 5e cable, you have to find what route the cables are taking and what they're passing through. So that's what we did today. Basically, we knew where it was starting at the master socket at the fact because it was fibre. It was BT fibre to the home, so the broadband speed was absolutely phenomenal. Really, if you want to put it that way, it was 140 meg download and 30 meg upload. So, uh, master socket, we managed to trace the cable which was leaving, and that went to a telephone point in the hallway, which then went to a bedroom upstairs, which then dropped down to the socket where we wanted to utilise the cable to fit a Unify AC in wall access point, because that was going to enhance the Wi-Fi 100%. So it would bring that 140 meg download speed and 30 meg upload speed. It would bring that from the BT router all the way down to the basement. We'd fit a Wi-Fi access point, so they're going to get that speed through Wi-Fi down there to support all the mobile devices. And also this Unify AC and wall access point has 2 gigabit Ethernet ports on the underside of it. So Sky Mini Box wired directly into the network, and Smart TV that wired directly into the network. So 2 less devices to be communicating on the Wi-Fi medium. Physical cables. And when it comes to Sky Q, it's a wee bit different because when you're running data through a cable for networking, it's just data you're running. But when you're running it through for a Sky system to support a Sky system, the data that you're transmitting up and down this wired medium, and if there's no wired cable, then it's through the mesh Wi-Fi system. It's 4K imagery and audio. So there's an awful lot of data that's transmitting up and down that frequencies. What if it's a wireless frequency or if it's a hardwired medium. So we got to hardwire the Sky Mini box, which sorted that problem, and we hardwired the smart TV. Wi-Fi is 100% now, so they're getting that full speed and performance throughout the house, especially down in the basement. So it's really made a massive difference to them. So just goes to show, if you've got a new build home, and it's the same kind of setup where the builders have installed a lot of telephone points throughout the house, and you're in a part of the new house where the Wi-Fi is really poor, and you're trying to run a smart TV or an Xbox or a PlayStation or anything at all, but you've got a telephone point in behind the TV, and you're thinking, oh, what's the point in having that there? Contact me, because what we can do is we can possibly utilize that cable and install you a hardwired Ethernet socket just to plug directly into your network device, whether it's a smart TV or an Xbox or a PlayStation. Or we can install a Unify in-wall access point that will give you the two hardwired ports, but it's going to boost your Wi-Fi 100%. And even with this one I'm talking about in Newton Ards, when I was there doing the survey, the BT Wi-Fi was only emitting, I think it was about 110 download speed I was getting off the BT router itself. Today I'm getting 140 off the Unify access point. So not only have we enhanced the distribution throughout the house, we've increased the speed by about 20 or 30 megabits. So you can't really argue with that. So yeah, give me a shout if this kind of thing, strikes a chord and you need any help with anything to do with Wi-Fi or network at home. All right, cheers, bye.